get rocking and rolling. All right, we live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. Now I just need to set up Facebook. Yo! Oh my god. We gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm crying. Oh my god. We definitely gotta talk about the gorilla. Oh my god, I have so much shit I have to fucking share right now. My bad, y'all. So, gonna be reacting to two more episodes from my manager's podcast. His name is Matt. Matt was what we reacted to last week. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired, y'all. My bad. Give me 1 second. Yo, definitely check out the website. I dropped the new stuff on the website. New stuff. New merch. That's that heat. That's that heat. Thank you. The cool thing about it is most of them are right on the front of the website. All right, I think we waited long enough. Let's do this.
If that's the case, I'm also putting the pause on Yugi.
Yo. If you say I'm saying Joey.
Joey's packing ass. Nah, didn't Joey carry the blicky, bro? Wait, what? Yes! No, that was Bandit Key. Bandit Key carried the blicky.
Yeah.
You're right.
Is it echoing? Let me turn it off if it's echoing.
Blicky.
What? Son, I'm like, dog, it's a car name.
It's a run.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ron Zama. Welcome back to the It's Ironic podcast with Superlative Saint. I'm here with my co-host Superlative Saint. Say what up to the people, Saint. What up to the people, Saint? We got a nice little bit of conversation for this week. But before we get into anything, how was your week, sir? Well, no, sorry. Where can the people find you?
You can find me on all social platforms, all social media platforms, at social media platforms, at... Alright, it's time to take this shit off. I can't even hear myself talk.
So this is at social media. Yo, I'll get a fire handle. Oh, I'm trapped in my mask. I can't get out.
First of all, let's say Happy Halloween. It's a Halloween episode. It's actually Halloween today.
Hey.
But yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms at Superlative.
What's good, Shane?
SUPERLATIVE.SAIN.
Just so you know, my birthday is the day before Halloween, so this episode was recorded the day after my birthday.
And that's all streaming services and platforms too.
Chillin' Shane. I put some new merch on the website. Check it out.
You can find me at Ron Lazama on everything. That is RONNLEZAMA. I'm good.
Yeah, now you Gucci.
Nah, I bet.
You got your headband on.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But like Saint said, happy Halloween. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 2. We got a more bit of love for episode 1 than I thought we were going to get.
Nah, no cap. I didn't think that many people were gonna be like tuned in, but you know we got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
One of the main feedbacks we got, that quality though.
Yeah, everybody was talking about the video quality.
The quality,
Everybody was talking about it. You know how I know for a fact, like, we could damn near take the show on the road now?
Well, how?
I have a cousin. He's more like my brother.
Okay.
Right? This is, like I tell you, like, this is my brother, my biological cousin, right? He don't like nothing. Right? And he was like, yo, visuals?
Yo.
And not for nothing, for him to say visuals, I was like, We made it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Now we could not have done that had it not been for this fire behind podcast producer that we have.
yes, it's a fact. Shout
Mr.
out,
Jules,
boy.
say what up to the people, sir.
What's going on?
Hit the sexy voice.
Here we fucking go. Here this nigga go with the fucking, hey, what's going on? Big sexy voice.
Big sexy voice.
What's
What?
good with you, bro? One of these days you gonna get you on this camera so these people can see what the hell you look like. Talking about, hey, what's going on?
Right.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all they need to know. Know what I'm saying?
Get the
Wow,
fuck out.
they're so annoying, bro. He does not sound like that normally. He does not.
Listen, I get it.
And then finally, you know, rounding out the group, rounding out the staff,
Yeah.
is my young nephew. You notice we got hella BTS content.
Yeah, we did.
That's because of this guy over here.
Yeah.
Who was literally on his phone, not paying. You know.
You know what?
What up, dog? Say what up to the people, sir. What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? This is my nephew, so, you know, trying to train him up, get him to be a nice photographer. That's his hobby, that's his passion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
So,
He got a good start. I'm not
he
gonna
got a
lie.
great start.
Great start.
Honestly, not to toot my own horn, but working behind me, working behind you, working behind Josh.
Nah,
Bro,
for real.
We
He got some goats.
Yeah.
He got some goats behind him, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So how was your week, sir?
I had to call the police on some people today at my job. Well, not today, but this past week.
I bet it's the gym.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, I'm a manager at a gym, and sometimes I be having to like really put my foot down and let people know, hey, you know, you ain't finna come in here
Acting all crazy.
acting all crazy. And you know, sometimes
There be
people
some
wanna come in
crazy
acting all
people at the
and
gym.
I gotta be like, yo,
I told you.
I told you. Now you could either leave the premises or leave.
Yeah, this is my
Or
manager.
I'll call call 5 you.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not bugging. I feel like we're at the age now where it's like, bro, I'm not like
And
I'm
not
not
for
doing
nothing.
that.
This was a grown ass man.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
put that out into the ether. That was a grown ass man I had to talk to, and this man started going crazy on me. He started calling me out my name. I was like, huh,
Oh, you thought?
who you thought?
Yeah.
The internal crash out me wanted to flip him on his head and knock his head off his shoulders, but externally I was like,
You know, like what you realize, especially as you get a little bit older, is this crash out worth my rent,
That's
my
what I
mortgage, my bills?
That's all I thought. That's all I thought. I was like, I just got to this position, bro. This crash out that I feel like having right now, it's not even worth it.
Right.
So I'm just gonna chill out and just smile.
Sometimes you gotta crash out with lowercase letters, not capital letters. You gotta like do a mini crash out. I get it. I work at the gym too, and like, bruh. Let me tell you something about the gym, bro. They'll let any crazy nigga with $25 a month in there. $25 a month, let any type of crazy hooligan, you fucking name it, in there. So sometimes you gotta call the police. Sometimes you gotta tell people to chill, and just like, just think about it. The type of crazy people that be coming into gyms. There's a lot of dope people though. There's a lot of amazing people. There's probably more amazing people than crazy people, but there's always that 1, 2, 3 crazy people that come out of nowhere. The hooligans.
Seen
Was good
that when I was
saying?
working in 2 different high schools. One of my high schools that I used to work in is right up the block, actually.
Yeah.
And I've seen people 100% be in the right, crash out, and lose their job.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be one of those people.
If I'm planning on losing my job, tell yourself I was thinking about it for weeks.
Yeah.
That was a planned crash out.
Yeah,
which
nah,
technically
exactly.
doesn't make it a crash out.
Yeah, and this wasn't a planned crash out. It was just one of those, I'm tired of your bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm finna call you out on it now. So you could leave or you could leave. One of the two. It's up to you. But other than that, I believe that's really all my week was about, bro. I didn't really do nothing this week. I was busy as hell. I had work. I worked both my jobs. All I do is go to the gym and work.
Yeah.
And go to the gym. and then work. But, oh wait, no. I had rehearsal. With a fire ass band.
What are you rehearsing for?
I got a show on November 16th. I got booked for, you know what I'm saying? I got booked for a show with this band called the Melodic Village.
Okay.
We got booked for a casino gig in this casino resort world in Yonkers. And it's gonna be dope. We're getting paid each individual in the band is getting paid a pretty penny. just to sing other people's songs for like 3 hours.
I could sing. Ooh.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Okay, I guess.
Nah, that sounded great. That sounded wonderful.
We'll be in
He's
touch.
like,
You'll be in touch.
ooh.
I have my people
Why
call
you
you.
call your
What's
shit,
Gene's favorite casino?
But other than that,
You are my people. You're hired.
you're hired. But yeah, other than that, that's what my week was really about. I didn't really do much this week. Also, just enjoy the podcast, episode 1.
I'm not gonna hold you. I watched our own podcast so many times. I actually put it. I watched it way more times, bro. I actually put it in my rotation of the podcasts that I listen to. I've just been listening to it.
Yo, fun fact, I do not watch my streams over again. Some people think I do, but I hate watching myself over again. I don't know why. Like, I try to do it. Sometimes I'll like skim through it to get like clips and stuff like that. But to rewatch the whole thing, I commend you guys because I don't know how you guys do it.
Wow, it's a little
Resorts World in
narcissistic.
Yonkers.
No,
Oh yeah.
It was more for critique,
No, I understand.
right? Because you
That's crazy. Yo, Gene probably saw him perform. That's crazy.
know me, like anybody who knows me knows like I am really tough on myself. What can I do?
So
better?
just so you know,
Yeah.
saying the place that you were performing is Sad Girl's dad's favorite casino. That he's there like all the time. So he probably seen you perform, which is such a small world, yo.
I don't want I hate yes men friends, and it's love and I get it, but I have a few yes men friends, and
Yeah.
I'm like I'm not jacking it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because like you, like if I put out something trash.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know right there. Right
Job,
there.
you know what I mean? Like y'all will be like, yo,
Saying it, yeah.
on a bit. Hey, you saw my little vocal riff, and earlier I was like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like we do that in real time.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So I was really sitting here, listening to it, and the main thing the two things that I noticed.
Oh
was that,
man,
we
not
talk
the
over each other a
contract.
lot,
You gotta tell us
which
about
we
that.
do naturally.
Yeah, just naturally.
And then to the yo, God, how you guys like?
I'm big.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
It's a learning experience.
yeah, of course,
We're
of course.
growing every day. This is the podcast where we own up to what we could do better.
Yes.
And we just consistently try to do better.
See the bar,
Raise
raise it,
Blah,
repeat.
blah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mans is showing his wisdom.
God, stop holding old. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. You know, y'all dead had me feeling hella old since I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was talking to somebody who's 25 at my job, and she is a youth. She is an infant. And I'm like,
5.
when I was 25, I was like because y'all used to call me grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, there's no
That
way I was
grandpa.
this young and immature. So I'm like, yo,
Niggas
probably were.
is niggas is
You probably
bullies.
were. And women mature faster than men.
Not in that case, clearly.
No. So my thing is that I'm saying she's a child, so I must have been even more childish.
Oh, yeah. We were definitely childish at that age.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I didn't really start putting shit together in my life till I was like 25, 26.
You don't really start doing that till like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
And that's fine. That's fine. That's
that is
fine.
okay, people.
You know what I'm saying? But speaking of crashing out,
Yeah.
I nearly crashed out day before yesterday. So I don't know if y'all noticed these 4K cameras picking it up. I don't know, but y'all my family, so I'm gonna keep it a buck.
They definitely picking it up.
Yeah. I have a piece of tissue in my ear because my ear is leaking.
Did we talk about it last episode?
We didn't.
What
we talked
happened?
about it really on the Patreon episode. Sorry, pause. Wow, we're 10 minutes in. Guys, we also have a Patreon. Please
Definitely go check out the page.
check out the Patreon. It's $5 a month, bro. Like,
Literally.
I know you got $5. You got $5, bro.
Come on.
What was I saying? Is that toxic?
That's a little toxic.
No. What I was about to say. And I don't know if this is
I read
toxic.
your mind
Is that toxic?
a little bit.
Should I say it?
I think you should still say it. Speak freedom of speech. We're in America.
I'm not gonna say it. No.
Let's not talk about because apparently.
Hey, we're not talking about that.
Same. That's literally the one that he goes to all the time. The one in
You guys are
Queens.
interesting conversations.
We're not even gonna go there because me and Ron had a whole conversation about that this morning.
Wait.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Talk about your day or
Yeah.
your week.
So I'm in the crib, right? And I told y'all because of something that happened in the summertime, you know, like my ear still hasn't been super hot or whatever. I don't know.
Hey,
what
Juneteenth?
happened.
Okay,
I heard
lit.
like a high pitched like squeak. And bro, when I tell you I was in pain, like I'm a grown man. Like I feel like I have a pretty decent pain tolerance. I'm a grown man, and I was punching my wall. I was in so much pain. It hurt so bad. This is the day before yesterday, right? So I called Sane because Sane knows the guy, and I'm like, I don't think you've seen me this mad, or at very least in a very long time.
I haven't.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was real upset
Yeah.
because my thing is that, and we're not gonna get too much into it.
I mean, we could.
But my thing I've always said is, if I'm coming here to support you and I hurt myself, you can't then now in turn be like, oh yeah, Ronaldo, you suck. I hurt myself supporting you.
Yeah.
And this happened in the summertime, and I'm still feeling the effects of it.
Yeah.
So I was ready to crash out. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I'm still very mad because, like I said, like my ear is leaking. I went to the ear, nose, and throat, and doctor was just like, not the whole lot. There's nothing that you can do yet. So I have to wait for it to stop leaking. That I'm gonna get another appointment on Monday, I think.
Yeah, not for nothing. I remember you called me. I was at work, and I'm not gonna lie. Even the expression on your face, bro. Like, I'm a big person. Like when it comes to like my friends, my friendship group. I consider y'all my family, my extended family. So when y'all are hurt or when y'all are hurting, I'm mad empathetic, and I'm mad like I feel y'all pain as well.
Right.
So it's like when you called me and the facial expression you had, and you were just expressing your pain and anger to me, bro. I was like, nah, bro, I'm ready to crash out.
Yo,
I'm ready to crash out, bro. Like,
if it's one thing I will say that I'm very happy about is that if I'm ready to ride, I know things like no question,
no
bro.
question, especially for that. for that specifically. Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
Yeah, but aside from that, I mean, I had a pretty good week. You know what I'm saying? I started my new job in September, so I don't work in high schools anymore. Something actually happened. This is rewind. This is a few weeks ago now. My second or third day at my new job, right? Now, because I started on a Wednesday, which is kind of weird, but I started on a Wednesday because that's how to do payroll.
Yeah. Oh, your payroll's on Wednesday?
Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
We hold $1.
No, every next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Oh, all right, it's every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right. Bi-weekly. We
Right.
hold $1 next week.
So, I work in Penn Station. So there's this big concourse downstairs. So I go downstairs to get lunch. Who do I just see on some random my former students? It was 2 days after I left. So I was there Monday, Tuesday. No, I'm lying. I was there Monday. I think I took off the Tuesday. And then Wednesday I started the new job. Right? And the kids saw me and lost their mind. And I was just like, damn, son. The sad thing is that I was willing to hold the L and take that super, because I had like a 2-hour commute, 2.5-hour commute
To the
one way
school.
to the school. And I was willing to eat that, but they weren't trying to pay me.
Yeah.
And I know what
Damn.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to know what you're worth.
So, and what's crazy is that when I applied for that job, they picked me up like that.
Absolutely.
Because like
Credentials, my guy.
I'm not trying to be funny. Like,
Thank you for the
I
sub.
worked hard for what I got.
Talk
You
your
feel
shit.
me?
Hey,
So,
Shane got it.
I started a new job, and there was one specific vice principal that oh my gosh. Like, Deidre's mom is my older sister, and I say all the time, I'm like, I would never put my hands on a woman. But you see my big sister? She got me though. And when I tell you, there were a couple times where I'm like, yo, Lils, I need you to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because like I hated that lady, and she did everything in her power to like oh, like, do you have the qualifications to do this? I'm like, ma'am, have you seen my resume?
Have you seen my resume?
Man said, did you see my resume?
So the thing is that the students see me now.
Yeah.
She dead sees me and does like looks up at me like, I'm like, bitch, how the fuck, like the kids swarm me in Penn Station. Big full Penn Station is like 60 students. And like I felt like Jesus, bro. You know what I mean? Like going through the crowds. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, yeah, whatever. The kids, because they were going on a career college
I was
trip.
giving each other gang.
Yeah, hold up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. You in a gang with your students now. I heard you, gangster.
And so one of the teachers was there. I think she's not a teacher. She is a
Howard?
no, like we used to call them guidance counselors back when we were in school. They call them something different now.
They still call guidance counselors.
No, she's not a guidance. Well, okay, fine. They may still be, but she is not a guidance counselor.
Okay.
She is a guidance counselor. You know what I mean? Like, but her title is not guidance counselor. But in
The
any
face.
case, so she comes up
He's
to
a
me and
guidance
she's
counselor.
like, "Yo, Mr. Alfred, I ain't gonna hold you.
I thought I
You can't say
subbed
you
you.
weren't loved." Bro, when I tell you,
You
grown
blessed
man,
the sub, but I don't think you're
38 years
subbed
old.
yourself.
Oh, damn, putting the age out there.
Do you know how to subscribe yourself?
Yeah, yeah,
Damn, put the age and the...
right?
Wow.
And when she said that, bro,
What's your height?
5'10".
Damn, just putting everything out there.
He said, "Oh damn."
Right?
Not even looking for this dude.
It's on the bottom of the
But
video.
yeah, so
It says
she says
subscribe.
that.
If you have Amazon
And
Prime, it's
I'm
free
telling you,
too.
So like, no lie,
If you have
so
Amazon
I got
Prime.
emotional, you know what I mean? Because it's like
Okay.
you see these students when they found out that I was leaving. Some students came to my office crying, "Miss Alf, you can't leave us. There's
Nah,
no
I
way."
felt that one.
And I was just like,
I had a similar situation too.
yeah. Oh, because I know you did work with
Yeah,
kids,
I used to be a photography teacher over in middle school, and when I was there, first I started off as
Nah,
like
I'm
an
on
assistant,
Twitch.
teacher's assistant,
Yeah.
and then the teacher.
So, on the bottom of the video on Twitch, saying like right under it, there's a button that says subscribe. If you click that, it gives you the option to subscribe yourself, or even use your Amazon Prime to subscribe for free. The pizza behind me is staring at you. It is.
just up and left. Yeah, like no,
that happens very often.
very often. Like I didn't realize how often, but it just happened.
Yeah.
And when I was the teacher's assistant, I think we only had like 4 or 5 students. And then once I became the teacher, I shit you not, I had like 20 students. Like that's one. What was it, a trimester? What's it called? A semester? No, because semester is like college. Quarter.
No, because there's only 3. Yes, because the fourth. No.
It's 4 quarters. Yeah.
No, I thought it was 3.
There's winter.
No, it's sessions. No, it's 2 sessions. Winter and I mean fall and spring, and then that each session is broken down into 3 semesters.
Possibly.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But
Something like that.
when let's call it a session for lack of better terms.
Sure.
That first session when I was the teacher's assistant, I only had like 5 or 6 students, and then that teacher left, and then the kids were like, "Nah, like you were the one you teaching us photography shit anyway."
Yeah.
So they was like, "Yo," they started telling all their friends, and all their friends started like, I guess like signing up for the class.
Yeah.
Like when they would do like their when they would basically be making their schedules,
Yeah.
and they would make the time like to be in my class, and I was like, "Yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy." And then the second and third, I had like 25 students.
Yeah.
Now my issue with the school is that the school, just like you said, know your worth. The school wasn't providing me valid cameras for the students to use. Now, how do you want me to be a photography teacher and teach kids about photography with no cameras?
Yo, when I tell you
What?
schools are criminally underfunded.
Bro, it's wicked. Bro.
Criminally.
It's wicked.
It's wicked.
It's
Like
so-
you said, at that point, just don't.
It's crazy how they said they're talking about schools being like criminally underfunded. I forgot who I was having this conversation with, but it was I think it was at work or one of the homies on Discord. We were talking about like having those pizza parties at school, like when your teacher would do like a pizza party and give you like a little thin ass slice, like the thinnest slice in the world. And I was just thinking like, them schools are not giving the teachers money to buy us pizza. Like that's that teacher literally coming out their own pocket to buy 3-4 pizzas for all of us to eat, and that's crazy to think about. Like right now, when's the last time you bought pizza for all your coworkers? Now imagine like if you had like 20 coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Like schools definitely need more money, especially for little things like that. 1/20th. 1/20th of a slice. you don't even have a full pepperoni on the damn slice. It's like always like a half a pepperoni.
Like, even though that's a bad thing for me,
because now you don't have a job, right?
But then don't have a photography class. Like, you have these kids with no cameras, but you want me to bring my expensive ass camera?
And then when it breaks, well, we didn't tell
you to. Nah, that's what I'm not gonna do.
Yeah.
So what I had tried to do, I had ended up getting the funding to get some cameras. Now the cameras they got
I remember getting pepperoni once.
And you know what? Beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
But the cameras they got me were these whack ass Kodak point and shoot. Yeah, Kodak.
You know, Kodak's still a good brand.
It is,
but
bro.
The point and shoot
the
ones.
Kodak point and shoot, bro. I'm using a mirrorless camera, teaching these kids fundamental like photography science, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, about ISO, about aperture, shutter speed, lighting, like what the actual definition of photography is.
And
like,
then I gotta do lesson plans,
bro. That's another thing that they got me tight with. They were like, "Oh, we need you to create a weekly lesson plan." And I said, "With what cameras? You want me to create lesson plans, but are not giving me the tools necessary for me to create these lesson plans?"
And you know the part that gets me so mad, bro? The part that really gets me so like I'm tight is that then you go about hearing, "Oh, there's hardly any black men in education."
Bro.
And I'm like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not saying like, "Oh, you just only pay me because I'm a black man," but a lot of these kids, son, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of the male students, they don't have an active person in their life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many students, you see a report card.
Bro, you don't even gotta tell me, bro. One of my students, and this is one of the proudest moments that I feel like I've ever had as a teacher, bro. One of my students at the time, he was like, I don't know how, but my students found my music pages.
Oh, they gonna find you.
Like, I never told them that I made music. Like my coworkers knew I made music, but none of my students knew that I made music. And they somehow, some way, some shape or form found me on Instagram. They found me on Spotify. Yo, Mr. Matthew, yo, your shit is so fire.
Yeah.
One of my students I found out wanted to be a rapper. So I think at the time he was like 16. And this was during the first day summit that I did at the Shillelagh Tavern. Josh, you remember? That was my first day summit, and it was my first stage that I hosted at the Day Summit Music Festival. And he was like, "Yo, Mr. Matthew, you think you could put me on? Like, I've never performed before. Like, I've never done it. Like, I literally just recorded like my first 2 songs." And I was like, "Yo, do you think you nice?" And he was like, "Nah, bro, I think I'm actually pretty nice." And I was like, "All right, let me hear something." He let me hear his music, and I was like, "This is actually not bad."
Right.
So I like, you know what? Let me put you on. I put him on the show. He was the one to open up the show. Everybody went crazy.
Yes.
Everybody went crazy. I was just like, nah, this my little nigga, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. So that was one of the proudest moments that I think I could have. And then, like, throughout the time, because that was years ago at this point, like, they still follow me. I don't follow them. But they still follow me on social media.
I've been in education for 3 years. There's only one student I ever followed back. Right? And that's because, like, he's so, like, I can't begin to express to you how much he reminds me of me.
Yeah.
Tech nerd.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like, he's not a stupid kid.
Yeah.
Real bright kid. Just needs some direction.
Of course.
Always in trouble.
Oh.
Always in trouble. And that was me as a kid, bro.
Yeah.
That was me as a child. Right? And so he ended up getting expelled from the school.
Damn.
For something that he did. And I stand behind the school's decision. Right? My school had a field day. And he lives in the area, so he pulls up. And it's in a public park. So you can't really say leave, you know? So he pulls up and he was like, "Yo, Mr. Alpha, like, me and him chopping it up." He graduated now. Me and him chopping it up. And, like,
hey,
thank you so much
you got it.
you never like you've always believed in me kind of thing, and and I was like, nigga, I didn't, like in my head, I'm like, I didn't do that.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I just saw something. I saw myself in you, and I saw that you're more than you acting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sometimes with these kids, that's all you need to show them, bro. Show them that you're more than just this. You acting out right now. You can be so much more.
and put it this way. You know that there's teachers, for example, Mr. Matthew, right? That's because you're a younger guy, so you're Mr. Matthew. You know, after you hit like your 30s, 40s, then you're going to be Mr. Last name.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
Right?
I appreciate you. You putting out your whole government. I was like, don't put out my last
That's
name.
right. But with a lot of my students, I was on. And
Not
out of disrespect, like, not full of me.
Nah,
But
these kids
there
are
were a lot of
stupid.
Mr. Matthews. There were a lot of, hey, Mr. Teacher Name.
Yeah.
But I was always on because it's like they know, like, I don't play by my students.
Yeah.
You won't get these grades right.
Yeah.
But at the same token, we gonna joke around.
Yeah.
We gonna talk a lot of nonsense. We gonna this, we gonna that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you like. Maybe not now, but I know that some of my students are going to find this podcast.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's fun. But the level of mentorship, and mind you, I wasn't a teacher. I was a tech coordinator. I was the guy, the Chromebooks, all y'all schools who got Chromebooks, like I was the guy who made sure everybody had Chromebooks. You know what I'm saying? And they, well, Mr. Alfred, you can't leave us.
Yo,
Like,
y'all
nobody-
remember? Oh my god, I'm getting PTSD, bro. I haven't been to school in a while, but remember when they used to bring the big ass cart in with all the laptops in it? It was like all the laptops. Was Ron that nigga? The nigga that used to bring the cart in with the laptops? Oh my god, those laptops sucked ass. They were so bad. So bad. Especially before the Chromebooks. We didn't have no Chromebooks. We had what did we had? We had that black dumbass laptop with the mouse. The mouse was like this little red button in between all the letters, and we used to have like whatever the fuck that was. That mouse was horrible. That's crazy. Chromebooks. He was the one. Oh, I'm weak. He was definitely the one that distributed them. I'm crying. Yo, that's lit. I remember that when they used to pull up with the laptops in class. What about when they used to pull up the TV? Bring the TV in and we watching a movie, a big ass TV come in. Oh my god. School was hell.
Kid, you know, like it's the teachers who really interact with the students. Like,
Yeah.
we can still build that relationship
They
when I'm
did
not in the
that.
classroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
The projector? Oh my god. The projector with the teacher that had the transparent paper and thought she was the shit. Writing on the paper and erasing it, and then we could all see, like, oh my god. You remember when they would get mad and block it? We all talking, so they block it. Now you can't see the notes. All right, everybody want to play? Nobody's getting the answer. Oh my god, yo, the way they introduce technology, I'm gonna give you one even better. You remember when they brought the big ass whiteboard? The cool one though. This one had everybody like, yo. It was like the whiteboard. It was like technological. It wasn't a chalkboard no more. It was like they could use a pen on it. They could use that shit never worked. Every teacher that had that shit, it was broken for some reason. Yeah, the smart board. Yo, it was always broken. I remember there was one teacher that actually used it and knew how to use it. One teacher. Other than that, every classroom the motherfucking smart board never worked. That shit was off all year long.
I'm not gonna lie, that speaks hella volumes.
So that's why when, like I said, that teacher said, yo, you can't sit.
Yeah. Yo, you remember the he said it always had to calibrate that shit. It had the dots. It had the dots all over it. Don't know what the teacher didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It was just trying shit. Yo, wasting our goddamn time trying to calibrate the screen. And then they will call a nigga like Ron in. And then nigga like Ron gonna look at him like, yeah, it's not. It's not it. We used to fight to calibrate. I'm weak.
Say you
That
weren't
you weren't
loved.
loved.
I was just like,
Yeah,
damn,
bro. That's real.
And I was just like, yo, since I left, I've been kind of gritty when it comes to the bag because it's like I loved that job.
Yeah.
I love that job. And if I'm gonna sell my soul
Yeah, it
for
better
this
be for
bag,
a bag.
it's going to be for a bag. Well, I'm not saying I'm selling my soul. Like, ooh, Illuminati, chill out.
Cause they gonna pull up in your DM.
Yeah.
They-
Oh, really? How much is your soul worth?
Nah, they done pulled up in my DM. I know it really wasn't them, but they done pulled up in my.
I can imagine.
I don't know who it was, bro. But it
Dominic or something.
bro, I don't know. But it was just like, hi, I'm from the Illuminati. I'm like, yeah, alright.
Bro.
Yeah, alright.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I did, okay, let me not say sell my soul, but I did what I did out of love.
Yeah.
And I wasn't making any money, so I was struggling financially.
Yeah.
Seeing as I'm not doing what I love anymore, I'm just a demon, bro. Like, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going for my bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I want. That's actually why I sat down and I was like, yo, we're really gonna do this podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is what I wanted to do. I already left my students
Yeah.
and I don't have like for a bag, and I was like, well, if
Yeah.
that's the case, then when I eventually leave that place, I'm doing this.
Nah, that's real shit, bro. Cause now that you say that, bro, I deadass feel that same way about my manager position, bro, at Blink, bro. Because as you know, as I said in the last episode, bro, I was on tour.
Mhm.
I was doing music. I was heavy in the music scene,
Yeah, I know that.
but it wasn't paying my bills, and
And
I wasn't financially stable.
How much? That's what I should say. Let me not say selling my soul.
Yeah.
How much to put my dreams on pause real quick?
Yeah, you
That's
feel
what
me?
it is.
Like I had to put my dreams on pause because I needed to set my life up for success. Like the dream is gonna be there.
Dream is it's never gonna end.
Like this is also
This
a
is the
part
dream.
of the dream. This
Right.
is also a part of the dream.
Right.
But the dream is always gonna be there. But
Mhm.
if I hadn't, like, keep it a buck, if I hadn't stopped touring, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Oh, I know.
One, I
I'm not
wouldn't,
gonna
I
hold
wouldn't
you.
be available.
When you stopped touring, I was like, now.
Now is the time. I,
When
literally-
you
I
stopped
I think I said that to you as well.
Yeah, when you stopped touring and I started my new job, I was like, the stars were aligning. This is the
Literally.
perfect timing. Because
Literally.
if we don't do it,
That's why I was on your, bro. That's why I was on you when you were like, oh, well, I don't know, and maybe we should. I was like, bro, stop
Yeah.
bullshitting,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
do this,
now
is the time to do this.
Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to pop.
Yup.
You're going to go back on tour,
Yup.
and we're going to have to pause or do like a Zoom
Yup, and
kind
I'm
of thing.
not doing that because I seen you do that before.
No. Whoa, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
I just dissed you. I'm sorry.
Saying is very petty. Saying is very petty. So I need to say this now because I want y'all to have the proper idea.
What?
My two podcasts, CJY podcast and Don't Be Sorry Be Better podcast. Those are my podcasts. I produce them both. Those are my podcasts. I was actually on the phone with the producer of the Don't Be Sorry Be Better. That like he's my bro. Shout out to Rich. That's my bro.
Me, bro.
Saint is very possessive.
I'm your bro. What are you talking about?
He would low-key fight my sibling, my biological sibling, and he sees nothing wrong with that. And I'm done with him.
I mean,
Oh, you know shoot by your ankles.
I know she would.
You know shoot by your ankles.
All three of them. Well, yeah.
Moving on. I hate him so much. Oh my god. You know what? Alright, so that being said, I give a heartfelt salute to everybody in education because these babies need it.
Yeah, bro.
These babies need
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Especially in
Come on now.
Well-
Come on now. Both of them is in it. Both of them is in education.
true.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna say
Josh, talk. I'm sorry, Josh. Both of y'all talk about it real quick because both of y'all are also in the education.
Heavy, yeah.
Heavy.
Yo.
Go ahead, Josh. Actually, yeah, no, go first. Go first. Go first.
So I'm in the education, so I have a similar story.
Yeah, bro.
A fifth grader, I was working with elementary school. A fifth grader wasn't on track all year until I got into the after school program. I got in, I started mentoring him. He had a father, mother, but the father was outside. He's like,
Yeah.
outside and shit. So once I started mentoring him, he got his grades up and he finally graduated. And I went to his graduation in the
Let's
Not the
go.
Sony A2. I'm not gonna lie. I love cameras. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at that camera right there. I want that camera so bad. The Sony. Oh my god. The mirrorless.
Bro, I bet that made you feel like, damn,
yeah.
we really out here mentoring the youth, bro.
And I'm not gonna hold you. I'm sorry. You know how that makes me feel?
Bro,
Because this is my nephew. I mentored him.
Nah, real
so to
shit.
watch him mentor other
Bro, that's
get out here, bro.
It's mentorception.
Yes, I'm hype.
Nah, that's real shit, bro. Big up to you, bro. Real shit.
And the thing is, he's young.
Yeah.
He's young. What are you now?
21.
21?
21.
Yeah,
I'm
he's...
working in the juvenile center, so
Yeah, bro.
a
See,
lot more stories for you.
yeah, bro. That's real shit. Bro,
But that's real,
juvenile
though.
center is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that off camera before, but juvenile center is crazy.
But you know,
we definitely need those stories.
yeah. And you know the thing is, though, I am not worried about him.
Yeah.
Because, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, this is gonna sound wild mean, but I don't mean this disrespectfully. Dejoy has a level of tolerant, like, if we need to fight, you know, if we need to rumble, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm confident that he can take care of himself. And you know these kids are gonna try you. But he's always been a really smart kid. So he's not gonna, you know, like if a kid jump in his face, it's like, yo, chill. You know what I mean? Like, whereas somebody else might just straight clash out.
Yeah.
That's not him. Don't get me wrong. His hands work. His hands work. I could tell you some stories. But he knows when to keep them sheath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knows when to keep them
Weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm so sad, man.
Nah, real shit.
So
But
that's Josh.
Yeah, so right now what I'm doing is I'm at York College doing the we have kids coming from the area middle schools up to high school, and they come to York College just to get a tour of the school. We have them coming to see the nursing lab, aviation. I did aviation a little bit,
Wow.
showing them that because we have actual simulators in there, which is really dope.
That's sick.
Yeah, and
Like aviation simulators?
yeah, like,
That's fire.
we have
What?
one where it's on the computer where you can just like you have the
Niggas, what the fuck? Yeah, we old. We barely had laptops. We had the whiteboards that you had to calibrate. It didn't work. Now they got aviating simulators. There's some schools, and you know what's crazy? My high school did this when I left, which fucking pisses me off. When I left, they started giving the students free laptops, like to take home and do work on and stuff like that. Some schools give tablets now. Like, what? We're old. Watch, they're gonna start giving iPhones.
joystick or the
yoke.
The yoke. Yep. And then
I was supposed to do the aviation at my old high school.
That's
So
so fire.
so we have them doing that, and then we have the actual thing where you can get inside and it kind of moves with you.
we didn't have that.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Damn.
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm finna come in York.
What? They gave iPads to every grade except that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's what we trying
That's
to
fucked
do.
up.
Meanwhile, like City Tech, we can't even get freaking
We can't even get good Wi-Fi.
bro. Right. Right.
We're not even gonna talk
We're
about
not gonna talk about that.
But yeah, nah, bro, that's really fire too, bro. Like, cause this is what I'm saying. Like, use what we have been taught and what we've learned over the years to now we are at that age where it's like, all right, cool. Now let's develop the youth.
Yeah.
Like, we can't just use what we've learned and what we've.
That's so selfish.
That's
Just
selfish,
keep it in
bro.
the cut. That's so selfish.
That's selfish,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shout out to black men in education.
Yeah,
I'm saying?
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, black
Nah.
education.
Like that. Now that being said, right, you know, all this heartfelt and all this warmth and
Yeah,
wholesomeness.
let's get into the episode.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
One gotta go.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, no, no. Fine. We might as well do
We
it.
might
now.
as well do the one gotta go.
One gotta go.
Oh god. We haven't done this in a while.
We haven't done this in a while, so let me give you all the rules. We're not just gonna say which one is the one that gotta go. You're saying the one that you save, right? So it's 4. So it'll be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, right? Which one are you gonna save first? I'm gonna save number 3. Number 3 goes nowhere. Then I'm gonna save number 2. Number 2 goes nowhere. Then I'm gonna save number 4. But that means number 1 is your one that gotta go. You understand? So
I don't like that face.
this is I have 2 different ones, so I'm gonna
Okay.
run through both of them.
Okay.
I feel like whatever. One gotta go. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, Attack on Titan.
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I said it. Well, no, wait. Probably Attack on Titan. Either Dragon Ball Z or Attack on Titan. Definitely not Naruto. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. One Piece. I've been watching it lately, so it got a piece of my heart. 100%. I love the story. I was fighting with myself, and I was winning and losing at the same time. Fucking. The funny thing is, Dragon Ball Z was the greatest Dragon Ball Z arc, in my opinion. Like, better than GT, better than Super, even though I love GT. But I feel like Dragon Ball Z could go because it's so like... Nah, Dragon Ball Z can't go. Dragon Ball Z can't go. But with Naruto and One Piece being there, Dragon Ball Z might have to go. Honestly, might have to go. This is a hard one. That's what I'm saying. Attack on Titan is so good. It's so good. It's so good though. Fuck that. Nah. Dragon Ball Z. I stand on my first opinion. Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, y'all. I get it. Some people like Dragon Balls and buff dudes screaming, but that's basically the plot. You know what I mean? A bunch of buff dudes screaming. It doesn't get thicker than that. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z is very mediocre when it comes to the plot lines. There are some dope ass moments, but the plot lines are very like cookie cutter, like anime. I can say the same thing for One Piece, but One Piece doesn't take itself that seriously. The fans take it seriously, but One Piece likes to joke about itself. I feel like Dragon Ball Z doesn't know when it's taking itself seriously or not. You know, like you it'd be a serious ass moment, and then Goku does some dumb shit, and you're like, bro, like everybody's gonna die. Like, why you acting like this? It's just like kind of distasteful sometimes. But one thing about Dragon Ball Z that I feel like is over most animes is like the way the powers work and the way the powers look is just dope. Like Super Saiyan is dope. Like that's just a dope ass transformation. You can't. It doesn't really get better than that. Everything else is like a pseudo version of Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? Crazy to describe the show. I've never seen it. You never seen it? I'm weak. Dragon Balls and buff dudes screaming.
Amazing.
That's literally the plot. That's the plot, though.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z? Alright. Remember which ones you said. Josh?
I'm keeping Dragon Ball Z.
I'm keeping Dragon Ball Z.
I'm keeping Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z can't.
It's the OG. That's the OG.
If it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, there'd be no, there'd be like a lot.
No, I know what you mean. Yes, there would still be anime, but it's like if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z.
That started all of us mostly.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z is the one that like really got us, a lot of us, into anime. Shout out to Toriyama, man.
Yeah,
That's
Hey,
whoa.
what's shit?
We don't put out no free promos.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so
we'll keep Dragon Ball Z. So that means 3 now.
It's so crazy. Like, I feel like so disloyal saying Dragon Ball Z because I remember when I was younger, we used to deadass like wait for Dragon Ball Z to come out and sit down and watch it. But at the same time, we didn't have a lot of options. You know what I'm saying? But Dragon Ball Z was amazing. But compared to these other animes, like, is Dragon Ball Z better than One Piece? I never thought I'd be saying this, but Dragon Ball Z is probably better than One Piece. I just like how One Piece, like, it's fun to watch, and also it fleshes out all the characters. There's characters in Dragon Ball Z that they literally just throw to the wayside, like Gohan, threw his ass to the wayside, like. It's just Goku all the time, and it's kind of like annoying. But I digress. It's a hard question. It's a good question.
Naruto, One Piece, or AOT? Which one you keeping?
Naruto.
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 Definitely.
I will take AOT.
Oh, no, go ahead. It's your opinion.
No, not even before it be my opinion. But remember, I haven't made it as far in Naruto as you guys.
You have a ninja headband on, Ron. What is going on? You have a Naruto ninja head. You just said the same thing I was just thinking. You just said the same thing I was just thinking. What? You're killing me, Ron. You're killing me.
You got to Shippuden?
Yeah, I did.
Where in Shippuden are you?
Early. So,
Yo, facts. Facts.
let's finish.
Yeah, I love how all three of us are like,
I say it all the time. I am not as knowledgeable in anime as y'all. I give y'all a lot of respect.
it's all good, man.
So,
I guess.
you're keeping Naruto. I'm keeping AOT. Okay.
I guess, yeah.
Next.
One Piece.
You keeping One Piece? So that means which is the one that you got? You got rid of Attack?
The reason why AOT to me, like I love Attack on Titan. Don't get me wrong, amazing show. Like probably one of the most well written shows, other than like Code Geass. Even though Code Geass and Attack on Titan kind of have the same plot when it comes to the main characters. Attack on Titan honey-dicked us a lot with a lot of things. Like they made us think were gonna happen but never happened. Like the one intro where they were showing all the beast titans, like the whale and all this stuff, the dinosaur, and then we kept seeing that in the intro and we thought that was gonna happen in the show and it never happened in the show. There's other shows that do the same thing, but I feel like there were ideas in Attack on Titan that they really wanted to put out there, but then they were just like, never mind. Like, nah.
One Piece.
One Piece.
I like Attack on Titan. I really do. Like, but it's not like
I'm so hurt.
it's not
You're a
something
newbie.
I'm connected to.
Fair enough.
You're a noob. You gotta understand. You just named three of like
OG.
of the big three.
I respect it.
Like
Wait,
DBZ
so wait,
was like
hold on. My third is Naruto. So I would be getting rid of One Piece.
Did you watch One Piece?
That's why.
Oh, that,
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, DBZ is like OG big three.
Yeah, right?
Who was the other two for DBZ for a part? Because you know there's always a big three in every generation. Who would have been the other two for DBZ?
First thing came to mind is Sailor Moon for some reason.
God damn.
I think it was like, if I'm not mistaken, it was Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. I wouldn't say Trigun, because not a lot of people watch Trigun, but that was a good ass show. Maybe Samurai Champloo, but Samurai Champloo wasn't long enough. I would say maybe Afro Samurai, but that also wasn't long enough too to be like, all right, that's part of the big three. But you also had like Fist of the North Star. Some people don't know what that is, but that was a big one around that time. Let me Google this real quick. When was Dragon Ball Z released? All right, the first episode of Dragon Ball was 1989. And oh wow, the first episode of Naruto was 2002. First episode of One Piece. $1999. One Piece came out before Naruto? I did not know that. I mean, it makes sense because if you look at the graphics, like One Piece does look older. That's crazy. I did not know that. One Piece came out 4 years before Naruto. Wow.
I'm gonna hold you, and once again, novice, newbie, I was just gonna say Inuyasha.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Inuyasha.
easy, cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was Inuyasha. Bruh, Inuyasha, fucking Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho. That makes sense. That would be like the '90s big three, basically.
Can we label Yu Yu Hakusho as a part of a big three?
Was
Probably.
it short? It didn't go that long, did it?
I don't think it went that long.
Yu Yu Hakusho was like, it wasn't stupid long like compared to like One Piece, but it was decent. Like it wasn't short neither. There's a lot of episodes in Yu Yu Hakusho. Like we forgot now because it's been so long, but there's a lot of episodes.
All right, so boom. I guess we can't call Yu Yu Hakusho, but whatever the other third one for the big three
I
is.
would say Inuyasha though.
Yeah, it definitely Inuyasha was a part of the OG big three. But then you also mentioned Naruto and One Piece. That was like the newer generation big three. The other one would have been Bleach.
You don't
So
think
Bleach-
Yu Yu
Bleach-
Hakusho could have you don't think Yu Yu Hakusho was one of the big three in the 90s? We talking about the 90s, like let me see. That nigga's got me doing research. So Yu Yu Hakusho came out in 1990. Yu Yu Hakusho came out in 1990, and it was big. Why wouldn't you say it's in the big three of the 90s? Do you agree? Inuyasha was one of the big three in the 90s. I think so. One anime that was big for me in the 90s was Ronin Kenshin. That was, but I don't know if I would count it as one of the big threes in, because it was too short. But I don't think the length of the anime disqualifies it from being part of the big three. Like, why would that disqualify it? I don't think it has to be a certain length to be the big three. I think it just needs to be impactful to be part of the big three. That's just my opinion. Ronin Kenshin was great. That was my shit. You think it should have a length to be part of the big three, or the impact, or a mixture of both? It's a good question. Like, what qualifies it as the big three? At the end of the day, we say the big three because it's popular, but there's sometimes animes that are popular in America, but there are other animes that are way more popular in Japan. Like, I remember when we were on Naruto, we was on Bleach. A lot of people in Japan was like on Fruit Basket. You know what I'm saying? And there was some people in America that was like, yo, watch Fruit Basket. And they're like, what the fuck is that? So is the big three what Americans say, or like the whole world? I think it's like the impact, like the whole world. Because I know there's people in Africa that know what Dragon Ball Z is. You know what I'm saying? Like, people with places where there's barely... Because there's so much left to be shown in Yu Yu Hakusho. That is true. Yeah, what is the definition of the big three? We gotta get to the bottom of this. What is the definition? Because there's some animes that aren't long at all that are extremely impactful. And people are like, yo, that people collectively agree that the anime is amazing, but it doesn't qualify as the big three. Like Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo is amazing. I've never seen somebody say, yo, I don't like Samurai Champloo. But I've never seen somebody say it's part of the big three. I think you're kind of right, like, about the length. I think the length does make it, like, kind of disqualified. Because another one is Afro Samurai. Everybody loves Afro Samurai. But I've never seen it mentioned in the big three because it's so short. So, you're probably right. I you know what I've also noticed about the big three? The big three always has like powers, if that makes sense. Like powers, transformations, like that's like a common theme in it. One other common three in like the common theme in like the big three is like the main character always has some kind of like demon or some kind of like evil inside of him. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of shit like that. I've noticed that that's a common theme in Dragon Quest. I'm weak. I've never seen Dragon Quest. I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
Naruto, One Piece, those were the
One
new
Piece is kind of old though. That's 80s.
One Piece is old, bro.
Yeah.
But it became like
Correction. Actually, I'm weak. One Piece is 90s, but it came out in 1990. But I think the manga was in the 80s, but the first animation came out in 1990.
big.
It's like The Simpsons. The Simpsons is also hella old.
Yeah.
But it, especially I want to say like what 2006 ish.
It kind of
It got super big again.
Yeah. But yeah, AOT is definitely newer generation. Like, it's valid, but it's like
Which makes sense why I would pick it because I am technically, even though I'm old as hell.
yeah,
I
it's
am newer
newer
generation.
generation anime watchers. So it's
Yeah.
like I can't be mad at you, I guess. But
Yeah.
all right.
The crazy thing about Attack on Titan, for those that haven't watched it, I know some of y'all in here haven't watched it. Sad girl, I know you trying to watch it. Like, the storytelling is amazing. You ever watch an anime where there's a lot of stories where you like the villain, you side with the villain, just like you said in One Piece, Doflamingo. He's a piece of shit, but, you love him anyway because he's dope. In Attack on Titan, you don't know whose side to pick. Like, you really don't know whose side to pick. And if you're heavy on one side, you're still going to be like, damn, but... you know what I'm saying? It's a good show because it really makes you, like, not know which side to pick. You're constantly thinking about right and wrong, if there is a right and wrong. I remember watching One Piece and Naruto and Toonami and oh yeah, Toonami with Tom? Come on, man. He put us on.
So now we're doing the gaming one.
Oof. You see?
Like, I hope it's good games.
I really hope it's good game.
I think it is.
Give me 1 second. I just got to pee real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. My bad. What'd you say? You said Naruto and Toonami at night. Oh my god! Remember the trailers? Tom's trailers were the best. Like, and that dude that had the deep ass voice for Dragon Ball Z, he was the best. Good old days. Full Metal Alchemist, that was great. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist. I actually got on that late. I watched it online. I wasn't really watching that much on Toonami, but I regret that I didn't because Full Metal Alchemist is amazing. Specifically Brotherhood. Both of them are dope. But specifically Brotherhood. Fire.
Is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Yo, look at the way Josh said. Josh.
He said Breath of the Wild. Fun fact: I have 2 Nintendo Switches and I've never played Breath of the Wild, but I always wanted to. I've never played it.
Say, the first one.
That's not the first one, though. Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I already know what I'm getting rid of.
Yeah.
Skyrim. Go ahead, continue.
Wow.
You know what's crazy? I agree with saying. Like I played Skyrim. I guess I wasn't in the headspace for those type of games, but I get why people liked it, but it didn't hit for me. It didn't hit for me.
Alright, keep on.
Red Dead Redemption.
Which one?
Red Dead
I'm gonna say the first
Redemption.
one. The list says the second one, but I'm going to say the first one.
Okay.
I think the first one is a classic.
Okay.
Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
You said what?
Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
I started Witcher 3. I didn't finish it, but the first couple minutes of me playing it, I was like, this game is amazing. I was just so confused what the hell was happening. But if I'm gonna keep one, it's definitely gonna be what he just said before. I forgot what the fuck he just said. Hold on. Rewind.
Skyrim. Go ahead, continue.
Wow.
Alright, keep on.
Red Dead Redemption.
Which one?
I'm going to say the first one. The list says the second one, but I'm going to say the first one.
Okay.
I think the first one is a classic.
Okay.
Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
You said what?
Red Dead
Witcher 3
Redemption.
Wild Hunt.
Red Dead Redemption.
Okay. Actually, okay. So the one.
To be honest with you, me personally, my opinion.
Which one are you keeping first? Go by the game rules.
No, I will. I'm not going to finish it. But 2 of them can go for me. I'm not gonna lie. 2 of them could go for me. But we're not gonna say that they're not critically acclaimed games. So
Yeah, but
every
that's
game
not
on
the
this
name of
list
the game.
deserves to be on here.
It's one gotta go.
Yeah.
So which one are you keeping first?
Josh, you start.
Legend of Zelda.
Of course you
Hands
are.
down.
Of course you are. You're a
Any
Zelda.
Legend
You're a
of Zelda.
Zelda. You're a
Any
Zelda
Legend of
fiend.
You said that's so easy too.
You're
It's
not
like, it's
Legend of Zelda. Don't even ask me that question. That's my number one. That's not going anywhere.
Alright, though.
Yo, Code Lyoko with the big ass. Yo, Code Lyoko was that shit, boy. That was that shit. Oh my god. I wish Rakim was in here. That was our show. We used to watch that shit. The big ass heads. Come on.
Red Dead.
Is your
Yeah.
looking this up?
Oh, Red Dead.
Alright.
100%.
Same.
Red Dead is staying for me.
Same. Red Dead is same for me.
Red Dead.
Alright. So Josh, Joe.
Number two.
What was the options again?
Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Red Dead, or Witcher.
Red Dead.
Okay.
Never played it, but I want to.
Yeah, it's
So
a bad
Red Dead,
balance, bro.
especially the first one.
Yeah, bro. It makes Grand Theft Auto. It makes Grand Theft Auto.
And y'all know I love GTA.
I love me some
But
GTA, but Red Dead.
And I'm not gonna hold you. Hearing
Red Dead 2 is so good. Red Dead Online is great, but they didn't put enough love into that game, bruh. Like, they stopped giving love to that game, and they should have been like flaming horses and unicorns by now in that freaking online game, but they just didn't give enough to it. But Red Dead is such a good game, and I remember I didn't play Red Dead 1. I played Red Dead 2. That was my first Red Dead. And I played it, you know, having a background in Grand Theft Auto. Anybody that played Grand Theft Auto first, then played Red Dead, was like, what the fuck is going on? Because we thought it was going to be the same thing. Like, you know, you point and shoot. But Red Dead is really like back in the day. Like, the aiming is hard as hell. You have to really get it on point. You can lasso people. There's all types of animals that could go after you. You can get all types of illnesses. Money, like, you get like change for doing missions. $1 is a good amount of money. $20 is a lot of money. $50. So it's literally like back in the day, and it didn't click for me until I got the game, and I was like, yo, I could not shoot in that game for like, it was like the first 2 or 3 days I played it. I didn't know how to shoot. I just had to YouTube it and watch a guy explain like how to shoot in Red Dead, because I was so used to GTA just like point and shoot. But this one is like point, and you had to wait for the dot to get in the square to really get the shot off. I mean the circle.
The hoof beats of the horses, while like when you about to. Bro,
That was that shit.
lassoing a nigga.
And they
I
put
seen Jack Swing videos. They had a guy caught on a train or something. Yeah, just having him swinging in the air.
Did you see the video of Son?
Oh yeah, there was a train. There's a train on Red Dead. You could stop the train. You could kill the nigga conducting the train. You could even drive the train yourself. You could take control of it and drive the train around, which is dope. Mad dope.
Who found in the?
Yes.
Ooh, dang! Alright, I gotta edit that out.
Who found the baby?
Who found the people in the pointy hoods?
Yep.
And he
He did what he had to.
He did what he had to
Yeah,
do.
you can.
He-
There's a secret mission in Red Dead 2 where you could find the KKK in the woods. Fun fact is, Red Dead is based on the time where, you know, slavery is happening and slavery just got abolished, etc. But you don't see any black slaves. They actually did that on purpose. Like they don't show no type of none of that. They barely even talk about it. But there's one mission where you can find the KKK and actually kill them all.
He did what he had to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at that video.
I was not mad at that.
I'm gonna keep Legend of Zelda for my second.
So you two are keeping Legend of Zelda,
Legend of Zelda
and
and
you
Red
and I
Dead.
are keeping Red Dead. Okay.
So what's y'all second?
Josh Russ.
Josh,
No, Josh already
No,
said
Josh-
Red Dead.
It's the second.
Oh, is he
So
second?
what's y'all second?
Skyrim is my second.
Skyrim is my second.
Okay.
Skyrim is my second also.
Okay, now I heard you.
What's your second?
I already said my second.
What is it up there?
Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah,
So which two are you keeping right now?
Red Dead and Legend of Zelda.
Red Dead, Legend of Zelda.
Red Dead, Legend of Zelda, Red Dead.
Okay. And then you and I keep the same
Red Dead,
and
Skyrim,
Skyrim.
too.
Alright, what's the next one I could say?
I'm gonna say Skyrim just because that I've played Skyrim.
So you're getting rid of The Witcher.
Absolutely. I
Wait, Josh.
Okay.
I've heard of Skyrim, so keep it Skyrim.
I've heard of Skyrim.
I ain't never played it, but I
I've
heard
never
it.
heard of The Witcher.
It's crazy because The Witcher is like better than, I think, in my opinion, kind of better than Skyrim because you can do better like combos and fighting, and you have more abilities, and like you can really get creative with it. You could do the same thing in Skyrim. I know that. One of the dopest things that you could do in Skyrim is like, I think you could tame a dragon or like, you know, kill a dragon or whatever the hell, take the dragon's powers. You could scream and all that good stuff. In Witcher, there's so many different types of monsters, like creative monsters, and the way you fight them and the way you fight, you could do like combos and like you really look cool. Skyrim is dope, but you're really just like slash do your power slash, you know what I mean? Like you can tell like it's like very stiff. But The Witcher, there you can dodge. It's kind of like if you took Skyrim and you took like Elder Scrolls and you put it together, because you know how Elder Scrolls you could roll and dodge and do all that good stuff.
I heard like the movies.
I mean, I said Elder Scrolls. What is that shit called? Elden Ring. Sorry, Elden Ring.
And stuff.
Well, I heard, if I'm not mistaken, the game came out first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm keeping Zelda.
You keeping Zelda? Yeah, same.
Witcher gotta go.
What you gotta go?
Witcher gotta go. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make a show out of this. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I'm
They're like,
weak.
we're gonna put Henry Cavill in it. Cool.
That's-
Don't care.
And then the last one is now it's hip hop.
Oh,
The crazy thing about it is that I cared more about the show than the game. Cause like the game, I got the game on Game Pass and I played it, I was like, whatever. But the show is actually really good. Like when you think about it, like The Witcher is a place where there's a bunch of like mythical beings and monsters and all that stuff, like just roaming around terrorizing people. So it's like, who's supposed to take care of those monsters? So they have the Witchers. The Witchers are basically like warriors that are like half monsters that fight the monsters for people. And that's basically, you're basically following them, like they're bounty hunters and you're following one of them and their journey.
shit. You're done.
This is
There's also a Witcher anime on Netflix, y'all. There's a Witcher anime on Netflix. It's fire. It's really good.
kind of. This one is kind of. You know where this is going.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna send me, bro, because I'm.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
You gotta remember, bro, I didn't grow up on hip hop.
Let me say the names.
Okay.
Kendrick. You already know where this is going. Cole.
Yeah.
Jay.
Drake.
Oh, okay.
Jay-Z.
Oh, this is easy for me.
Really?
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
this is easy for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate.
I'm gonna get a whole
Say
lot
you
of
said-
hate.
He said it.
You already know where this is going. Cole.
Yeah.
Jay.
Drake.
Kendrick, Cole,
okay.
Drake, and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Oh, this is easy for me.
Really?
Yeah, this is
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
this is easy for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate.
I'm gonna get a
Say
whole
you
lot of
start.
hate for this. The one that I'm keeping,
First one you keep in.
I'm gonna keep Kendrick first.
Definitely keeping Kendrick.
Okay, I respect that. Doug.
Keeping J. Cole first.
Josh.
I'm gonna keep Drake first.
Drake first.
Drake.
Who started that? I say Kendrick, y'all say Cole. I'm like, I'm gonna keep Drake.
Did you just do that for the clickbait?
Oh, you wanted to be part of the thumbnail.
Drake.
I'm not going on with you. I low-key feel like that's how you can say.
Aubrey?
I'm with them. Keeping Cole first. I feel you. I'm keeping Cole second.
Okay.
I'm keeping Kendrick second.
Josh going through it.
Between Jay-Z and Cole, it's like old Jay-Z for me when I was a kid.
Are we talking about?
No. We're not doing old versus young Jay-Z.
No, that's
You gotta
right.
pick that, like, either you picking him or you're not.
Yeah.
This is really tough. This is really tough to say, and I don't think it should be a conversation of who helped who, but Jay-Z is one of the reasons why Cole is where he's at. I don't know if y'all know that, but also Cole is one of the reasons Kendrick is where he's at, and Drake is one of the reasons why Kendrick is where he's at. I think Cole is definitely somebody to keep because Cole not only raps but he produces, and a lot of cool songs that we know he not only rapped but he made the beat of, which is amazing. Jay-Z did write the blueprint. Kendrick is amazing. Gotta keep Kendrick. Gotta keep Kendrick and Cole. 100%. I know everybody's, against Drake right now and whatnot. But y'all know Drake had y'all in a butt naked chokehold in some songs. Y'all remember them songs. Pound Cake? That song was amazing. And that was Jay-Z and Drake. That song was amazing. I'll listen to that song till today. What? Jay-Z gotta stay? I honestly did not think that's what you was gonna say. Drake didn't have that Linkin Park collab. That is true. Encore? Do you want more? Come on. Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boy? Oh my God. Come on. What the hell are you waiting for? Come on, that's that shit. Niggas had that on the niggas had that on repeat. If I had an iPod Shuffle and I could pick one song on the iPod Shuffle, it'd be that song. With the 99 cents earbuds, one don't work, the other one you still getting the vibes from one ear. Come on. What are we talking about right now?
So you keeping? Who are the people that you keeping?
I'm going with Drake and Cole right now.
Okay.
I'm going with Kendrick and Cole right now.
Kendrick. Yeah, I said Kendrick and Cole.
The 2-hour
Same,
earbuds.
same. Kendrick and Cole.
I don't want to go.
So Jay, you're first.
I
So
don't want to go next.
yeah.
Like my answer.
All right, can I give a reason?
After. Yes, you can give a reason. Just say who's the last one you're keeping. Who you getting rid of?
I'm not gonna lie, this is difficult, bro. As much as I dislike his antics currently, I'm gonna probably go with Drake.
I'm going. Yeah.
So you're getting rid of Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going Drake. I'm going Drake.
So you're getting rid of Jay-Z?
Getting rid of Jay-Z.
Go ahead, Josh.
Kendrick,
So who you getting rid of?
Jay-Z.
I'm sorry.
I'm
really the only old nigga in here.
Here's the thing. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're an old nigga, bro. Even coming up learning, because I remember I had to learn about hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on like reggae music and gospel music
Yeah,
and rock
same.
music, like heavy hardcore rock music. Like, but like, bro, there's times when I was like teaching myself about hip hop because you know I rap and shit. And I'm teaching myself about hip hop, and I'll keep it a stack, bro. There's not much Jay-Z songs that I've ever really enjoyed.
I'm gonna be.
And I hate to say that.
I know what you mean.
Because like me as a person who's in the hip hop community, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just keeping it a stack, bro. Like older Drake, like that nigga was like, even though he wasn't writing a lot of his shit, it's come out later that he wasn't writing a lot of his shit, and that a lot of his shit was stolen. Older Drake was like pivotal to me even becoming a music artist. Like older Drake was
Niggas in come on. That's that shit.
like the nigga that made it okay to sing and rap on a song.
I can see that in your genesis now.
Yeah, you see
I
me?
can see
like,
that.
And like the
I
type
can
of music
see
that I
that.
make and shit like that.
Yeah.
Older Drake made it okay for a nigga to be like, I'ma sing and rap on a song and it's okay.
Yeah.
Like older Drake made it okay for a nigga to be emotional on a song. You feel me? Like I said, I don't really rock with his antics lately because I don't know, gross. But hey, you feel me? Like I said, Jay-Z's music, like Jay-Z as a businessman, it's like, all right, cool, you doing your thing. But Jay-Z as a music artist, I never resonated with.
I respect it.
You know, it's crazy. When I was younger, I wasn't a fan of Jay-Z's songs neither. Like, I was more of like a Eminem head. Like, Jay-Z's songs to me didn't hit like that. But when I started like really like sitting down and like diving into some of his music, there were songs that hit me. There's a album he made, what is it called? The Magnum Opus or the Magna Carta. There's a song on there, Crown. I love that song, Crown. There's a couple songs on there that hit like that are really good, and he's speaking some shit. It's like they laughed at what I just said. I felt like I was just bullied.
Bro is going through it right.
You know, not for nothing, right? So for me, Drake has.
Oh, his verse on
bangers.
Monster.
I
Oh,
don't
come
think
on.
Anybody here
Come
is
on.
going to argue against that. Drake has bangers, but I remember specifically, we were still in undergrad. What?
I feel like if you would have replaced Kanye, if you would have replaced Kanye with Jay-Z, this would have been a different.
Yeah, I would say.
Different.
Yeah.
It was a completely different argument, bro.
Ooh.
I don't know why you should have put Kanye.
Should have put Kanye.
You should have been Kanye.
Yeah.
Should have been
If it was
Kanye.
Kanye instead of Jay-Z, I'm picking Kanye, bro.
That would be my first.
That would be my first, bro.
Yeah.
I'm picking Kanye, bro.
To be honest, when Kanye would have been good, but it would have made it a little bit more easy to pick. Cause you would say Kanye, cause Kanye, so many impactful songs. What I would have did is I would have switched Jay-Z for Kanye, and I would have switched Cole for Andre 3000. So it'd been Kendrick, Andre 3000, Kanye, or whoever the fuck was the last one. Who's the last one? Drake. So, goodbye, Drake.
First 3 Kanye albums. Gal.
To be honest,
First 4 Kanye albums.
the
Daz.
first 4 Kanye albums and what's the double one that he did with Jay-Z?
Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
Watch the Throne.
Was it Holy Grail?
That's the one
Watch-
that he did with Jay-Z.
So Watch the
I
Throne.
think it is.
Magna Carta, Holy Grail. That's the one with the.
That's not the one I'm talking
with the
about.
silver
He's
and
talking about-
gold
It
cover.
was like like not recently, but it's like not too long ago it came out.
Isn't it
It
Watch the
came out in,
Throne?
I think 2012. Watch the Throne.
Yeah,
Watch the
I was about to say,
Throne.
Watch the
That's what
Throne.
I was talking about. Watch the Throne.
So who was Magna Carta Holy Grail? Was that just?
No, that was just Jay-Z.
That was
just
yeah.
Jay-Z.
I like
Jay-Z.
Magna
I
Carta
think
Holy
it was just a
Girl.
lot of like Kanye is.
Kanye was probably on a lot.
Yeah, Kanye produced a lot of. I think that's
yeah.
Jay-Z's album.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was Watch the Throne. You're right. You're right.
When I tell you,
I'm okay with being wrong.
it's fine. No, wrong. But when I tell
Call
you,
back to earlier.
shut up. When I tell you, right? So, you know, obviously, life and death. Those, no matter what happens, like you remember everything in that era.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Watch the Throne came out.
Yeah.
Was around the time that Faith On died. And that cemented that album for me.
Yeah.
That cemented that album for me.
Bro.
And low key, I can't get rid of Jay-Z because Jay-Z was part of that project.
Yeah.
Drake will have to go. And also, I'm not gonna hold you. I can't listen. I don't think Drake has an album that I've listened to
From
no
start
skips.
to finish. I'll be honest, there's one that I listened to from start to finish.
I feel like I know what album he's about to say. I'm about to guess it right now. It's the one with the sky in the background where his head is like to the side. I feel like most people listen to that album. But for me, the album I listened to from start to finish, and I'll honestly be surprised if he says this, because then me and Matt are a lot alike, is Take Care. Like that album had a fucking hold on me. Like every day I was listening to that fucking album. What? Take Care? Oh my god.
It was if you're reading this, is too late.
That's hate.
If you read this, it's solely we'll see.
Bro, that was the album
I
when
think-
he started wailing.
Yeah.
He started wailing. I said, oh, nah. I said, nah, this nigga Drake is trying to rap.
He's trying to rap.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, I don't know if he's really a rapper or if he's acting like he rap.
I feel like that's
Because he's a good actor.
He's
He's a decent actor. He's
actually a pretty good actor.
That's what I'm saying.
When he went on SNL, I was like, nah, you're too good at this.
when I think what he was acting as Cat Williams.
Yeah,
that
bro.
clip.
I was
has me floored.
like, you're doing this too well, my guy. Way too well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drake. So you notice we ain't say nothing about the other two that
Oh, the other two weren't gonna work. Are you done?
cemented.
Yeah.
Kendrick Cole cemented.
Done. Like.
But yeah, Drake. Yeah.
Actually, I would even go so far to say, I don't care who it is out of the four of us, including myself. If you would have gotten rid of one of those two, you're fired. You're not part of the podcast anymore,
Damn.
including myself.
All right, let me get out of here. Yeah, shit.
Nah.
But yeah, no, I fuck with that. I fuck with those choices though.
Yeah.
I
The
kinda-
last topic.
I wish I would do the same question, but with like female artists. I think that would be dope. I wouldn't know which female artist to pick, but I think that would be dope.
Of discussion for
Yeah.
this. And we're gonna go around one.
Mm-hmm.
For a milli,
Oh shit. Okay.
for a milli bomb, right? For a milli, what anime character are you folding
I'm not starting.
for a mil?
For a meal?
I'll start because I didn't start for the other three, right? So like, who you wanna throw them hands with?
Yeah, and yo,
What?
go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm trying to think.
All right, so we just gonna go one.
Yeah, you
and
start
we'll
it,
just
bro.
keep going. My first one.
Missy Elliott, Lil Kim, Nicki, and Cardi. That's not bad at all. I just feel like Nicki and Cardi in their own generation, and Lil Kim and Missy Elliott in their own. You know what I'm saying? I would say like, but that's a good four. But like if it's like Missy Elliott, Lil Kim, Queen Latifah, and maybe like, what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? I just said her name the other day. Lauryn Hill. That's a hard pick. Missy Elliott and Lauryn Hill in the same conversation is a hard pick right there. Like, damn. But Nicki, Cardi, fucking Doja Cat? Meg the Stallion, yeah, Meg the Stallion. Definitely. For the new gen.
To cement the millie. This is so I know for a fact I got my millie.
I know who.
The first person I'm going with, Hamtaro.
Who's Hamtaro?
What?
I know.
I will throw that gerbil off a roof.
I
Are
know.
you crazy?
I know.
Give me my millie. No Little Wayne.
Hamtaro.
Millie.
I know.
I'm weak.
You
This is
got it, bro.
this is
That's where I
Hamtaro.
thought you were going. I remember you brought this up before, and your other answer I was like,
That nigga said a
you not
hamster.
folding him, bro.
He's still on the list. He's still on the list. Straight hands.
All right, I'm beating Ash up. I'm beating.
Bro,
You are not beating Ash up. People think Ash is weak. Ash is not weak. He gets shocked by Pikachu's Thunderbolt on a daily basis. There's even evidence to show that Ash has super strength. There's some Pokemons that are weigh like hundreds of pounds, and Ash is just holding the Pokemon in his hand like it's nothing. So Ash will definitely give you the hand. And Ash swung on Mewtwo. If Ash will swing on Mewtwo, you think he ain't gonna swing on you? What? Beat. Throw some balls in your face. Put your ass in a Pokeball. Now your ass is his. But fucking who? This is fucked up. This is fucked up, and I might get canceled for this. If it was $1 million to beat somebody's ass, and I had to beat their ass for the $1 million, it would be Yakimaru from Dororo, cause that nigga's not gonna hit me back, cause I'm human, and he's blind. If he does decide to hit me back, I'm done. I'm filleted. I'm done. But he ain't gonna hit me back.
bro,
I'm beating Ash up.
you said that shit before. I said
I said the same thing.
I said, nah, bro, because Ash is definitely a character in Super Smash, and that man is bringing out Charizard.
No, it's right here. Wait. Question. And I'm not trying to be funny
It's
because
not Ash, it's red.
It is red.
It is
It is
red.
Riri,
Oh, my bad.
Rihanna.
I'm beating Ash up.
I said the same thing, and me and Double didn't have that conversation.
Alright, you got it. I don't know if any of y'all watch.
Wait, Josh.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Josh. My fault. I was going around.
No, you go.
No, go ahead.
Go.
Shit. I want to switch it up now.
I moves. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you watch Tokyo Revengers.
I've heard of it.
It's basically just like Tokyo like gangs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about it last episode.
Yeah.
I'm
The main
folding
character.
the MC, bro.
The main character.
MC?
The MC is soft, bro. That man gets folded.
Yeah, the MC always gets beat up.
Not almost every episode, but that man gets folded. His name is Takemichi or something like that.
Okay.
Bro, I'm folding that nigga, bro. I'm suplexing that nigga on his neck, bro. The way out every one of those villainous gang member characters was beating, they was putting the paws on him. I was like, nah, I could beat his ass. I'm sure I could beat his ass.
I saw people saying that they could beat Krillin.
Fuck out of here.
I'm like, you're dumb, bro. You don't watch anime.
Krillin is
That's
literally,
got a lot coming from me.
Krillin is literally classified
strongest human.
as the strongest human in
The
Dragon Ball.
only reason why he always gets watched is because he's fighting with literal gods. He is literally fighting with gods. You know what I'm saying?
He's fighting alien monkeys from outer space, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, stop
I'm
it.
giving them problems.
He said he's still
And
giving
he's
them
still giving them
problems.
work.
Destructo disking they tails, bro.
Oh, come on. What?
That looked crazy, by the way.
Yo, you're not gonna do this.
No, I did it too, and I hit my ass and I was doing it, and I was like,
Y'all the sound.
No! God damn it.
yo, we're getting canceled. Second episode in.
So, my next pick, because I actually was going to be my second pick. But if that's the case, my
Josh
next
still ain't pick.
I'll go with Yamcha.
I'm just
Yamcha?
beating your ass.
Nah,
bro.
Yamcha's
I'm
look, yeah.
just washing you, Josh. You're losing that milk immediately. Immediately, Josh. Stop it. That man is a martial arts warrior. Just because he gets washed in the show, don't mean a normal human like us is fighting, bro. Come on.
Hold on, let's
Wolfgang Fist, he's literally one of the strongest characters in almost every Dragon Ball Z game.
Hold on.
Come on now.
Let's pretend that there's a world that Josh can beat Krillin. Right? Let's pretend.
None of us can beat Krillin, bro.
Of course not. Wait, you said who?
He said Yamcha.
He said Yamcha and I heard Krillin. My bad, I take it back. He said Yamcha and I heard Krillin. My fault.
I don't know how you heard that. It's too
bugging.
Go ahead.
My next pick, I am putting the Digidestin.
Stop it. Stop it.
Through the
Nah, high key.
They can jump me if they want.
Digi.
What's his name? The Padamon's.
Was it TK?
No, TK was his brother.
No, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
TK's the one with Patamon, bro.
Nigga, what?
I'm watching TK.
I'm watching TK.
I'm kicking dirt in his eye.
Yeah,
you little bitch.
Nah. So I'm putting them in a digital pack, bro. I mean, the lead on the Digidestin. Stop playing with me.
Now, what if my man's pops out with Patamon and that nigga Digifalls?
Hey, it's just straight hands.
You got
You
it.
do that fusion shit, bro. I want to trouble all of a sudden.
You got it.
All of a sudden, I don't want no
You
smoke.
got it. If that's the case, I'm also putting the pause on Yugi.
Yo.
That's
You
fucked
saying
up.
I'm saying Joey.
Oh yeah, Joey's catching hands.
Nah, didn't Joey carry the blicky, bro? Wait, which?
Yes. No.
That was Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith carried the blicky.
Yeah.
You're right.
He put the blicky on Pegasus.
One of them carried
He
the
was-
blicky.
Dog, it's a car name.
Man's pulled out the blicky.
I'm from the south side. Stop playing with
Stop
me.
playing with me. You can catch these hands.
That nigga Pegasus was cheating.
Yeah.
We just do it on some.
I had a thing. I'll come back to
Bye.
You still ain't pick a person.
I said Joey.
Oh, Joey.
Oh yeah, Joey.
Did you pick a second person?
That was my, okay, so that'll be my first then.
So who's your second?
Joey, shit. Animes. Nah, there's some weak people.
Anime MCs just don't be weak, bro.
They really don't.
Yeah. It'd be overpowered, especially ones I be watching. Just
Yeah,
like,
bro.
oh, fuck. Yeah.
And I have my last. Oh, I'm a skip.
Yeah.
All right. I don't care, and yes, I didn't finish. So maybe my answer will change. Guys, please be careful. Don't try to ruin
I'm
it.
spoiling it for you. Don't even say it.
But I am telling you this right now.
Hurry up.
Armin is catching hands. Armin is catching hands, bro.
Not Armin.
Armin is catching
Not Armin.
hands.
I want to ruin it.
Armin.
It's so funny because it doesn't even have to get as far as, him getting his abilities. Armin before that can give you the hands.
Ruin it. It's so bad. I want to ruin it so bad. Josh.
I said what I said. Armin is catching phalanges, bro. Straight manos.
No. Okay. I want to ruin it so bad.
It's like you can say that right now.
You can say that right now. Wait till what season you on? Season 2?
I'm like halfway. I'm like a quarter of the way, maybe third of season 2.
Season 3 is when he gets right.
Shut up.
I saw Mikasa put the balls on that nigga.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right.
I feel you.
I don't think I could beat Mikasa though.
I'm
not
keeping a stack with you.
I'm not being her. Remember, no ODM gear.
I feel you.
None
I'm
of
keeping
that.
a stack with you. You not beating Armin, bro. You not beating Armin, bro.
I low-key feel like y'all kind of did ruin it now.
No, we didn't, because we didn't say shit besides you not beating Armin.
Yeah, I feel like I inferred it though, but
But you don't know why you not beating Armin.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You don't know if Armin just becomes OP. You don't know if that nigga like goes
You're right.
against the hands.
You're right. But I'm telling you this right now.
Stack with you.
Brolic.
I'm not gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. You gonna get to season 3, season 4, part 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and you gonna be like, oh nah, I dead can't beat Armin.
Dead ass.
Right now, okay, fine. Let me rephrase that. Season 2 Armin.
Alright,
Season
you
1
got it.
Armin. Season 1
Season 1 Armin, you watching him.
Season 1 Armin.
Season 1 Armin, you watching
That's
him.
a little
But
kid.
Season. Alright.
Oh,
Who?
next person.
Who?
King.
From
7 warlords, no powers. Straight hands.
7
None
warlords.
of his
You know what I thought you was talking about? I thought you was talking about dude from One Punch Man.
Yeah.
The one who always gets caught up in a situation where it's like they think he's OP and he just be like,
Dead ass.
"Oh, I got in this situation. I'm actually not strong at all. I'm actually a weakling. I'm actually a coward." You know exactly what I'm talking about.
King from One
Isn't
Punch
his
Man.
name
Dead
King too?
ass.
Something like that, right?
Something
His name
I
is
don't remember
King.
I don't remember what his name is, but there's that character who I'm like, yeah, I'm putting the pause on.
They
Actually,
think he did it. It's like,
yeah, but then again, he also fake Aki. So just because he don't got no powers, don't mean he won't put the pause on you. Like he fake Aki. So I don't know. But yeah, Armin, you not beating him.
Fine. Fine. You know what? To be nice, I'll change Armin.
You can say Hercule.
Speed Racer.
Hercule.
Yeah, nah, you
I'm as a
definitely,
driver. You got hands.
you definitely watching Speed Racer.
I got my detective.
Speed Racer got hands. They don't know. Okay, he shoot too. He got the blicky. There's episodes where he gets out the car, he puts hands on niggas.
Conan, I'm beating him up.
Oh yeah. I thought you was gonna say Lupin. I was about to say you getting washed.
I thought you were saying.
I thought you was gonna say Lupin. You getting washed. Lupin putting the pause on you, bro.
Being the detective.
He's like, I'm being the detective gear off that nigga, bro.
Meet him and his glasses. Meet
I'm
But
weak.
yeah,
last one. What's his name? He takes Ichigo's body. He's in a little tiger form. Little body.
Cone.
Oh, the little plushy looking nigga.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Cone.
What about when he gets like raw? Like you know, there's a mode that he got when he gets like big.
In that form?
Yeah, it's like
Or when he's using Ichigo's body?
probably when he's using Ichigo's body. So
Not when he's in Ichigo's
Alright, so when
body.
he's just in the plushy form.
Yeah.
God said I'm stepping on him. oh, come here, you little bitch. Who would be my third? Damn, that's difficult because anybody else that I'm thinking of is kind of broken, bro.
Yeah.
Like anybody in the Naruto world, I'm getting washed.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Even non-ninjas, it's like
That's what I'm saying. Even non-ninjas, I'm
They-
getting washed.
yeah.
Like I was also thinking of Blue Lock, and I was like, nah, them Blue Lock soccer player niggas.
Them niggas
bro,
will kick the shit out of
they
you.
are- They are broken just for soccer players. They're broken, bro. They're the way they're kicking these soccer balls. I'm like, nah.
That could be your head.
because they're not
That could literally explode your head. You're nah.
And I don't want parts.
Yeah, I don't want no parts.
Why do you think? You know who I want to run the fade with though? I'm not even saying that I'm gonna beat him. Who I just want to throw the hand just to see? Big Cloud
Big Cloud.
from Zoids.
I feel you.
I
Nah,
would like to rumble just cause.
I feel like he would still beat your ass, bro.
He might. Low-key, he's a junker.
You know who I was gonna say? I was gonna say Yashirobe, but then I was like, nah, Yashirobe's fake. Like he's fake nice.
He's big brolic though.
He's fake Brawley.
Yeah.
I also was gonna say Hercule, but I was like, nah, Hercule's also fake nice.
I would do Hercule.
That's another one that a lot
I
of
would
people say
definitely
was
do
like,
Hercule.
yeah, but he was.
'Cause I feel like he could scare
Hercule.
Hercule.
Yeah, he's designed as a cornball, but he looked like he could
He's
dead stupid.
brolic. He is brolic.
Yeah,
Usopp.
He's just going
I
against
fight Usopp.
aliens.
Right. Once again, the same thing like with
Like
brolic.
Krillin, but you know, Krillin's still watching Hercule.
Yeah, no facts.
I actually don't think I have anybody else. Like,
Yeah, I think yeah.
let me see anybody on here. Nope.
So I want to put. I'm gonna put this in the description. I want to hear y'all answers. I want to hear y'all response.
Who do you think you fold in for a mil? Which anime character
Are you
folding for
$1
a
million?
mil?
All right.
A milli.
That being said, sir, episode 2 in the month. Episode 3. Excuse me. Episode 3.
Oh,
Because
technically, yes.
remember,
Because you know,
we got you on Patreon. Yo, do me a solid. It's $5 a month.
I'm about to
Go
write
on
it.
Patreon.
Go hit
Don't
the
sleep on Mr.
Patreon.
Usopp. I will fuck Usopp up.
All the stuff that my nephew recorded. You know
Fucking
what I mean? Like,
Usopp
he puts
up.
in that work. He worked real hard. So go ahead and join the Patreon. Get an extra episode. Get this episode a couple days early. Get all types of extra other content that we're doing. For example, Sane's doing a shoot. Your mom's. Sane's doing a shoot. Excuse me, Sane, as he said earlier, he's performing. Guess who's going to be the cameraman?
Yes,
Guess
sir.
who's going to be running BTS?
I spell Usopp.
Ain't like, come through, son. It's $5
It's
for the month. It's
$5.
$5.
Come on now.
Stop playing. Stop
If
playing.
you don't got $5,
Stop it. I nearly said the same thing. Leave it alone.
it's
Look at the
okay.
people right.
You didn't even let me finish. I was just gonna say if you don't got $5, it's okay.
Thank
It
you.
is okay.
Get $5 though.
Get $5.
Go on the Patreon.
Go into your mom's. No, no.
That's crazy
Wicked
work.
works.
Uh,
Wicked work.
Hold your boys down. Go to the Patreon. $5 a month.
Same, sir. Where can the people find you?
Y'all can find me everywhere on Superlative
Ooh,
Sane.
excuse me.
Just search Superlative Sane.
Say that.
SUPER. Yeah, you're right. Super ladies.
Fight him is all fun and games till Big Loof pull up.
I actually knew
It's-
the word, which pissed him off.
It's a
even more.
1v1. You can't. Big
So
Luffy
I would
can't
say-
come
I
through.
only say
It's a
super lady
1v1.
Just because phonetically, like that's how you would pronounce it to spell it. SUPERLATIVESAIN. There's a dot in the middle.
Yeah. I was about to say, don't forget.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's copyright infringement.
Yeah. We don't want those.
That man no
problems.
fun. That's
Where
facts.
can the people find
All you
sir?
see is the
At-
elephant.
on
The elephant
all
gun.
platforms, you heard him. Josh E, where can the people find you, sir?
He think
At JWs at JYJWLG.
This nigga with the voice, bro.
With the voice.
That's crazy because the people already heard.
Right, I was just about to say that. The whole episode you can
The whole episode you been chatting, bro. They hear how you really sound.
You know what I'm saying? And it's your boy Ron Lazama. You can follow me on all platforms at Ron Lazama on everything. Also, please go follow, run them numbers up on the TikToks, on the Twitch, on the Instagram.
Yes, sir.
We
Go
finally hit-
follow the It's Ironic page on all social
Podcast
media
platforms.
platforms, all podcast platforms. That's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Instagram,
Sad girl.
TikTok.
I'm fighting Usopp at the beach in the ocean. Yeah.
iHeartRadio. God,
I told you.
all of that. Go do that.
You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, before we end the episode, shout out to the CJY podcast. Shout out to Don't Be Sorry, Be Better. You saying?
Shout out to NYC Echo.
Shout out to NYC Echo. All love.
And shout out to the No BS podcast.
Yeah.
You see how he move when someone is another podcast that's not his? That's crazy.
It's so disgusting.
You're disgusting.
I need to be better. I will be better.
Do better.
Yes, I will. I apologize.
I hope so.
And we'll holla at y'all later. Peace.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
I like their little outro song. Sorry, but yeah, it's that was a good episode. Had me thinking about a couple things. The thing that it got me thinking about was the budget in schools. That shit, that gave me PTSD. Like for real, that gave me PTSD. And I like the who would you rather keep or let go? Those are some good questions. It said, okay, now here comes Zoro and Sanji. Oh my god, it's a 1v1. They're not jumping me. Then that means any anime character you're thinking about fighting, you're gonna get jumped by their people. So that made me feel old. I'm weak. Well, it's been 2 hours and I'm getting a little tired and it's midnight, so I'm gonna end it here. Gonna do it again next week, Friday. Gonna try to get more people involved. See where everybody's at. This was definitely fun. I love watching these because we supporting the homie. And we're also doing what we got to do at the same time, building our stream and our name. So, 2 birds with 1 stone. I appreciate everybody that's watching. Sad girl, thank you so much. Everybody that's watching, I appreciate you guys. Everybody that's subscribed. Vasti. Hey, I didn't even know you was here. Great stream and awesome managers for the podcast. Hey. What's up, Vas? I might be playing a game later on. I don't know yet. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna take a little break, and then if I don't go to sleep, I'm probably gonna either jump on Schedule 1 or on Marvel with Sad Girl. That yawn said it's probably gonna be Marvel with Sad Girl. So have a good night, y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace.